Hi, I'm Cindy. I'm the culinary artist at Delectable by Design. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a Thanksgiving turkey cupcake. This can be for the centerpiece, it can be one for each person, whatever you want to do. I chose a vanilla cupcake because it's National Vanilla Cupcake Day today. Remember to watch till the end because I will be sharing with you a time-saving tip that I've developed. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to be using a 104 tip, which is a petal tip, and a couple of round tips. I have a 10, a 12, and a 6. They're just round holes. I also have my piping bags fitted with red, orange, brown, yellow, buttercream, and a lighter chocolate to do the base with. We also have some candy decorations that are going to form the eyes. And these are Wilton also. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to be sure that the bag is twisted and tight so that it comes out evenly. And I'm just gonna lay a layer down, a thin layer, just to give us a base. Keep the bag tight. And then I'm using my mini spatula just to smooth it over. Most of this will be covered, so you don't need to be too fussy on this part. But at least it's leveling out in the event that the cupcake was a little bit uneven. Okay. Now I'm going to start with the red. And I have this fitted with a, well, right now I have it fitted with a 6, but we need our 104. So I'm going to switch over to the 104. And whenever you're using a petal tip, you need to be sure to always keep the thin part of the tip facing upward. So let's twist our bag and make sure it's nice and tight. Figure out where you want the front of the cupcake to be. It doesn't really matter because it's all the same, but if you have one side that's maybe higher than another, you might want to move it around. And I'm going to start and kind of create this half moon of ruffle, which is going to simulate the feathers of the turkey. Being sure that my tip is in the upright position, I'm just going to lay it out and wave back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You're going to probably need to stop, give it an additional twist so it's nice and firm coming out, and then just keep going. Keep going about halfway around. So there, we have the red done. We're going to switch to the orange now. And again, we have that 104. And we're going to do the same thing, another layer of ruffle. So all you're going to do is, with the top, this thin part facing up, you're going to just wiggle back and forth. So now you have 2 different colors of feathers. And now we're going to switch to the yellow. I have my 6 tip on here now, so I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to put the yellow petal tip that I used when I created the first one. Just make sure it's tightened. Give it a nice twist. And we're going to go for the 3rd row. Okay. Now we're going to take our dark chocolate and we're going to create the head. This is a number 12 tip. It's just a round tip. Make sure your bag is twisted and tight. And we're going to lay out some frosting and kind of hold the bag there so that you get a thicker amount than this tip. So I'm going to, I think I'll try to do this backwards so you can see. It might not be easy. Let's try it this way, sideways. Okay, so I'm going to lay it out and mound it, mound it, mound it, mound it, and then I'm gonna taper off and then just pull away. Now you're probably gonna get a little tip here, which you can just press down. Okay. I'm going to take my eyes and I'm going to put one on each side of this mound that I made to create the turkey's eyes. Okay. You can always use a tweezer if you don't want to get frosting on your fingers there. Now we need to create, I'm not really sure what you exactly call this little yellow and red thing that hangs down on the turkey, but so I have my piping bag that still has the 104 tip, so I'm going to switch that out. I'm going to switch it out for a round tip. For the red, we're going to use a tip 6. And for the yellow, we're going to use a 5. So there's just a slight variation there. The waddle. Okay, so that's what you call it. You call it the waddle. We're gonna make the waddle. Okay. So first I'm going to make the smaller side of that out of the yellow. And I have to turn it this way to see what I'm doing. So I'll do it and then I'll show you. Just gonna let out a little bit of yellow and drag it down. Then I'm gonna switch to my red, and right next to it, and kind of overlapping it a little, I'm gonna let out a little thicker waddle and then taper off. Now you can always use, if it doesn't fall exactly in the right spot, you can always use a toothpick to nudge it. Here we go. Okay. So you have two choices. On this one, I filled in on the side. This one I haven't done so yet. You could leave it like that, or you could go ahead with that next round of ruffles and just fill in with the yellow. I'm going to switch this round tip out for the petal. Make sure it's nice and tight so I get nice ruffles. And then we'll do the other side. There you go. There's our turkey. Now here's our time-saving tip. I created a brownie turkey. And for that brownie turkey, I used the 366 tip. And the 366 is how I created these petals to simulate the feathers of the turkey. So rather than taking this frosting out of this bag, putting it in another bag, or filling another bag with yellow, I just took this whole piping bag with the tip on it and dropped it in. And that's how I created my ruffles. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. I will be posting a new video soon. Comment or leave a question below. If you decide to make these adorable turkey cupcakes, tag me on Instagram at Delectable by Design.